Good evening, friends, and welcome back to the Purple Mountain trance demonstration tonight. From myself and from Chris at the Purple Mountain, we're sending you much love. I hope that you've all been keeping safe and, of course, enjoying the lovely warm weather. We're very lucky. Mother Earth is looking down on us at the moment and sending those beautiful waves of sunshine to keep us uplifted and warm and cosy. We haven't done a couple of videos for quite a while now, but we've got a fantastic week coming up. Tomorrow afternoon, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's lots of new videos, some new knowledge that we want to share with you. We've got lots of breathing exercises and lots of physical exercises just to keep us going spiritually, physically and mentally, if that makes sense to everybody. And from myself and from Chris, we send you much love and upliftment. We've been doing a lot of healing, a lot of soul searching, and it's been really good, very, very, very good. And we're of good spirits, and hopefully we'll have a fantastic night tonight. Another great opportunity. So this is our third live video. Chris did it was a fantastic last Friday. I don't know those that did watch it. It was a fantastic night with the physical tent. We'll be doing another one next Friday with the red light, and it was brilliant. It was a fantastic night. So we're just going to wait a couple of minutes to allow people to come up.
Jed's watching. Mushtaba.
Hi, hoping that you're doing all right, Jed.
Elizabeth, Lindsay. Quite a few people come on now, about 19 or so. So do you want to explain, Stephen, what for anybody who's not witnessed trance, what they might experience?
What they might experience? Well, as a sitter, you know, watching trance, there'll be a couple of things that you probably notice. You'll probably hear my breathing change, and that's just the altering the vibrations, and that will allow the spirit teacher, the spirit healer, as they change my vibrations, they take over the voice box, and they will then start to speak. So I'll go very, very deep with my breathing. It might take a couple of minutes before that transition happens, but normally you'll have what I call regular teachers and healers that work with me on a regular basis. People like Little Raven and Albert, Picaius, Sue, and lots of healers.
Nicole's joined us.
Hi Nicole, I send much love to everyone. We all miss you, and hopefully the centre will be open again before we know it. Back to classes, circles. I can't wait. I'm so bored.
What everybody can expect this evening as well, there may be opportunity for questions. So if you have any questions that you might have, we can't assure who will be speaking this evening, but I'm sure Spirit have arranged it well. But if there is opportunity for questions, please just keep that in mind and start putting them up on the comments. And what we'll do here is I'll take notes of them, and we won't be editing anything out. We'll be asking the questions, as many as we can, in order. So please feel free. It's a tremendous opportunity at the moment, especially in the changing world we're living in, to get a little bit of knowledge to help you, your family, your friends, spiritually and physically along this pathway, and to adjust to the changing world we're living in. Hopefully adjustments that will end up for the better.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's a great explanation. So don't be shy. You know, if it's important to you, it's important to Spirit. So it's a great opportunity using this technology to reach out to people out there that are feeling a little bit low or vulnerable. And I think it's a great, fantastic way to administer the healing and administer the energy that is
Jill
needed.
Ward's watching.
Hi Jill, I hope you're all right, all the way from Preston. We send you much love and much healing to everybody that's coming up now. We've got a good following coming up there, Chris.
Yes, we've got plenty of people.
Oh, brilliant, fantastic. Chris is eager beaver, he's smiling away there, sending his love. Day. So what we've got in store is Down to Spirit. Hopefully it will be a fantastic night tonight. So it could the demonstration could last from half an hour to an hour and a half. So really down to my own preparation and to the healing and to what's going to happen. So it'll be good, won't it, Chris?
Yes, very much so.
So do we have any questions yet before we get started, Chris?
No, I think we're just about ready. So maybe if you want to do a bit of an opening prayer before we start.
Brilliant. Chris is very, very forthright today.
Forthright, yeah.
Very bossy. I'm joking. It's good to have a bit of a giggle, good to have a bit of a laugh. So what we're going to do, friends, we're just going to do a bit of an opening prayer, and that's just telling Spirit, and that's just telling the vibration and the energy in the circle above and below that we're starting to work, that we're opening our hearts, opening our minds for that energy. So if you just, wherever you are at home, just find that sacred space.
And what's important, sorry to interrupt, Stephen, but what's important, as we mentioned, you might be watching at home, but we'll all be linking in energy-wise. So we will feel that energy here, and Stephen will, and those coming through to speak, it will strengthen that communication.
Absolutely.
So please, if you sat there, please send your love and energy. I'm sure it'd be greatly appreciated. And remember that everything you give, it will always come back. So every bit of energy you give, it will be brought back to you as well.
Brilliant. So so wherever you are, if you wish just to close your eyes and just find that space within your heart and your spirit, and as we just open ourselves up, just to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and just let all those worries just to disappear. We call upon you, Great Spirit, tonight for your guidance, your love and your truth to radiate through here upon this earth, to lift the vibrations of the earth plane, to help humanity in our understanding, to help us in searching for the truth and wisdom within our hearts and our spirits. And we ask, Great Spirit, for the doorkeepers, the guardians of love, light and protection, to surround us wherever we are at home, and to build upon that pyramid of protection and truth, and surround us in beautiful rays of gold, white light. And we ask, Great Spirit, for our ancestors, our guides, our inspirers and helpers and loved ones, to draw close around us, to help us, to teach us and to guide us, to look within ourselves. And we send much love to Mother Earth, to the trees and flowers, to all the insects and mammals, to the creatures of the sky, the water and the land. For they too have a right to live upon this world. And Great Spirit, we send much love and blessings to the leaders of the world, to the children of the world, for they are our future. And always with great gratitude and respect, and as the trance medium tonight, I'm always a humble servant, and I open my heart and our spirit for the energies to flow through and channel the highest and the best. And in this, I leave ourselves in your care and your keeping, and we'll always work in your name, which is unconditional love. Amen.
Amen. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to connect with you, friends. Thank you very much, Chris.
Okay, friends, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the silence for a few moments now, and Stephen's just going to settle himself down, and we'll just ask if you could do the same. If you sat in a comfortable position at home, please send out your energy and your love, and we can all connect together, and we'll see what occurs. We'll go with the flow, as we like to say. Blessings, friend, and welcome. We send you our love and strength.
Blessings, my son, it is I, Picaius.
Blessings, Picaius, our love and strength to you.
And my love and my strength to you, my son. I must apologise, my son, it has been a while since I was able to speak through our brother Stephen's physical body.
It's absolutely fine. We send you our love and strength to help you.
Yes, my son, I feel your light and your love that you have given me. It was the reason why I'm able to communicate at this time, my son.
Thank you.
For the love and the light that you send is always greatly received, my son. So we say to you, my son, continue sending your light, for the spirit world and the universe needs this light at this time, my son.
Yes, we understand.
I wish to thank our brother Stephen for the work that he has done within his physical body and his spirit, my son. My beautiful son Chris, I send you always many blessings and much love from our brother Malachi.
Thank you.
He sends much love and blessings to all our sisters and brothers.
We send our love to him.
Thank you, my son. My beautiful son, this is a little strange for me, my son, as I have been informed by our brothers and sisters that understand and have tried to teach me the ways of your technology, my son. How now me speaking within this physical body reaches to many thousands of our brothers and sisters across the world, my son.
Yes.
This greatly pleases me, my son, and I see this as 1,000 doves, 1,000 hawks and eagles bringing the messages to the doors of our brothers and sisters. And this is like the power of thought, my son. And the messages are received within an instant, my son.
That's lovely.
How wonderful it is, my son.
Yes, it is one of the positives maybe of technology.
Yes, my son, it is. I thought many thousands of years ago, if I became ignorant with my thoughts, I would have thought this was magic, my son.
Perhaps we'd all think the same at one time.
Yes, my son. It pleases humanity of much of our progression, my son. My son, do I have permission to speak to our brothers and sisters at this time, my son?
Yes, you certainly do, Picaius.
To all our brothers and sisters, I bring many blessings and much light and love from the spirit world, my sons and daughters, my brothers and sisters. We bring much love and light from the spirit realms. We understand the trials and tribulations in which humanity is facing at this time, my sons and daughters. But do not be weary, do not be saddened, do not hold no contempt against your leaders. Do not feel anger in your heart, my sisters and brothers. What is happening upon the earth plane is happening for a reason and purpose. You have all contributed, my sisters, my sons and daughters. You have been part of the change that is needed within humanity, my friend. There are many more changes to come, my sisters and brothers. You must not fight these changes. Do not fight them, for this will only further confuse your beautiful minds, my friends. You must instead embrace these changes to come, like the rays of the sun and the light. And my beautiful friends, you must embrace these things to come, these changes of humanity. And you must open your hearts and your spirit. You must be gentle with yourselves. You must be positive with your mind and shine the light and love of your spirit and your souls, my friends. Do not allow fear or anger to guide your spirits, for this brings only illusions and clouds your vision, clouds your senses, clouds your eyes and your spirits, my friend. And there is indeed a great battle being fought between light and dark and fear and love, my friends. And how you can fight, how you can learn, and what you can do wherever you are, my beautiful friends, is to send your light and your love, to look within that reflection and to look within your hearts, to slow the heartbeat, to slow your feet and your minds, to look within and to change the things within yourselves and to bring the energies to reconnect your spirits with the circle of life, to reconnect your heart with the heartbeat of the earth, to reconnect with your light and your love, to reconnect your heartbeat so that you may again, humanity, dance with the rhythm and the waves and the wind of the earth. For humanity, through its disillusions and distortions, have lost their way, my sisters and brothers. And it is up to you, my sisters and brothers, those that have awakened from their sleep, to step forth, not to fight with anger or hurt or pain, for this does not break free the shackles of control or fear, my friends. You must simply open your heart. You must awaken and lead by example, and smile and send your light and your love to the universe and to the earth, and to always remember where you have come from, my sisters and brothers. You must be patient. You must be kind. You must be compassionate as you assert your connection once again to the great circle of light and truth, my friend. And my beautiful friends, when this occurs, you will look back upon your pathway, not only upon this reincarnation, but all your many lives that you have lived upon the earth, and you will indeed look upon your many mistakes that you have made. For you have been part of this great corruption created by the darkness of the world, of the disillusions and illusions of distortions in which you have been part of, my sisters and brothers. But now, as we play the flute, as we play the music of the earth and truth and light, you will once again be drawn close to the light and truth of the gods, of the lights of the spirit world, my friends. For so many of our brothers and sisters have fallen into darkness of despair in themselves, and it is up to you, my sisters and brothers, to step forth once again and to walk in the fires of light and of truth and of unconditional love. For too long as humanity has fought through wars of bloodshed, of thousands of our brothers and sisters that have fallen into darkness through the bullets and bombs that have been made by man. This has not solved humanity's problems, but only have hindered and created further shackles of control across the minds and the hearts of truth and light of humanity's future. But there is hope and there is light ahead, I see, my sisters and brothers. And that is hope that I see within yourselves, that you have awoken, that you have listened, that you arise like ash, you shall rise like smoke from the fires of despair and anger. And you will fight with your greatest power that lies and resides within your heart, and that is unconditional love and truth of the great almighty Spirit. For we all belong to the light, the flame that burns brightly within our souls. Some have darkened their souls and spirit. Do not judge them, my sisters or brothers. You must reach out in patience and in tolerance and bring through their light back to the light, back to truth and wisdom and kindness. And we, the spirit world, the many teachers, the many inspirers and healers that reside in the halls of learning, look on across humanity's plane of existence, and we send our love and strength. The time will come, my friends. Embrace these changes. They will not be easy. They will not be easy, my friends. But we have faith in you, warriors of light. We have faith in you, warriors of light. Shine your light, walk in truth, my beautiful sons and daughters. I have been residing upon the earth's vibrations, Brother Chris. This is one of many reasons why I am not able to speak through our Brother Stephen's physical body. For I, among many others, have been trying to realign the portals and the many ley lines of the earth through this great transition, the great awakening of humanity. For the last time this has occurred about 10,000 years ago, my friends. So, my beautiful Brother Chris, the earth is beginning to awaken as we channel and connect the ley lines of the earth and the crystals and the sanctuaries and the warriors that reside across the earth to create geometrics, to create the vibrations ready for the great awakening, to purge against humanity's past, to purge against the fires that have hindered and burned humanity's future, to finally bring through the lighthouse, the torch, the fire, the flame of hope and of faith that will burn for 1,000 more years. And you, my beautiful warriors of light, will look on in the future of humanity and will say that you were part of it. That it was your light, it was your truth that awakened humanity. But the battle, my Brother Chris, is only beginning, my son. You must continue with your meditation. And as our beautiful healers have often spoken within this sanctuary, that the greatest investment is in yourselves, my Brother Chris. And continue working on yourself, bringing through the self-healing energies. You shed the things that no longer serve you, my son. And as you continue doing so, my son Chris, you will begin lifting your spirit, and your light will burn brighter, and your truth will radiate through, and others will see the changes within you, and will want to master your pathway, as they will look on in hope in yourself, my son Chris. And what great privilege this is to work in this energy, my son. My beautiful son Chris, I will not tire our brother Stephen's physical body too much, as I have been informed that I have used much energy already, my son. But it has always been and always will be, my son, a great honour and privilege to speak through our brother Stephen's physical body, for our sister Nefertari will soon begin working through our brother Stephen, and there is great love and light being sent from many of our Egyptian brothers and sisters. And this is what they are being patient with, my son Chris, for the past 10,000 years. My name is Picaius. Remember my name, for I am and will always be your friend. Walk in peace.
Go with our love, Picaius.
Oh, good.
Good evening, Albert, and welcome.
A question. Albert and Carly, Chris, are you feeling good or bad over this moment in time?
Feeling very good, thank you.
So sehr good. A Mr. State visuals is that we have had to lower the vibration of colleague Stephen's physical body, for there are some vibrations that I will begin to drift away to the abyss of the light of the universe. So the vibrations of the allowance have had to use some of your energy, so you may feel a little exhausted after, but as I have stated, you have all signed the contract, have you not?
Yes, we give it freely, Albert, no problem.
That's so sehr good, I say with this miles. Sehr good. So therefore, colleague Chris, there are many individuals in the spirit world that are sending their light and love over this moment in time. That I have been informed, are there any questions over this moment in time that individuals would like myself to answer for themselves?
So if anybody's got any questions at home, please, now is the time. You can ask any question you feel is right. This is a trance demonstration for anybody who's just joining us. And our friend Albert here is coming through to forward knowledge and help anybody, guide you. So if you have any questions, please write them down, and we will ask them to our friend.
Sehr good. So I shall begin over this moment in time, colleague Chris, I say with the smiles, is that there is much light and love being sent from the spirit world across the world itself, across the earth itself and all of humanity and its creatures and plant life and trees and so forth that reside upon the earth. You see that only with clearer eyes of the many physical changes that is occurring around yourself, of how the earth seems cleaner and clearer and more uplifted through its constraints of pollution and so forth. And the earth is very pleased upon this, because the earth has been filled with such darkness and despair for thousands of years. And it has been the first time in very thousands of years where she's able to feel the calmness which is now reminded the earth. This is what the earth was in the very distant futures and the distant past as well. And of course, as Pekais has stated, this transition through this time from darkness into light again. And we are not speaking upon the technology that has not helped humanity in many ways, but have hindered and masked humanity's futures. It is only in the progression of one's spirit, in meditation and self-healing practices, that brings forth true knowledge and inspiration and guidance. Technology can only help and to, in many ways, humanity's progress, but cannot foresee its futures, for it is spirituality that has been very lagging in many ways in its progress of humanity. Do you all understand this, colleague Craig?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Sure, yeah, good. I wish to state with yourselves as wise fellow colleagues, is that you may say, meine Güte, I do not understand this. I do not understand what is happening to the earth, what is happening to the leaders of the world. And you may be very confused by the many individuals that speak upon the conspiracies of the earth. It does not matter. It is example as you go through a healing treatment. The medicine, in essence, the healing energies will always win. And of course, sometimes individuals must be patient with themselves, because some individuals take longer to heal than others. This is why you must be patient and tolerant, and this is what is happening to humanity. To heal themselves, to help themselves takes time and energies. And of course we can foresee the futures, but you must be patient. You must be patient with yourselves and embrace what is to come. And I can say to yourself, it's not going to be easy. Or of course you may say, but I did not hurt the earth. I did not do this. I did not do that. Well, I'm afraid, fellow colleagues, you cannot be in ignorance of humanities. You are humanity. You are part of the earth. You have a voice and you have truth embedded in your spirit. And it is your spiritual duty not to sit silent, but to stand forth in the light and to speak your truth the best you can and to smile. And of course these battles that is occurring in the future will be hard and difficult, but they do not need to be. All you must do is let go and embrace the changes that is going to occur through humanity. And it is important, do not waste your precious energies that is embedded in your heart and your spirit on matters of distortion, of mistruths, on conspiracy theories, on theories that have no merit or no true existence. These are individuals that lurk in the darkness, in the shadows. What you can do, fellow colleagues, is lead by example. Shine your light, meditate, and walk in light, and speak light, and whisper the light,
and keep your light bright. That is very important. Do you all understand this, fellow colleagues?
Yes, thank you, Albert.
I
for those
should
words.
say good.
We've got quite a few questions coming through.
I should say.
There's a couple at the beginning.
Yeah.
There are many questions, but there's quite a few people asking about loved ones, family members in the spirit world.
Yeah.
And just asking if they're okay. So I'll almost ask that for a few people wanting to know the loved ones, grandparents and such.
So this is very important. I wish to state there are two parts to this question. First is that you can connect with your loved ones, with your grandparents and children and mothers and fathers that reside in the spirit world. They are there now. As I am speaking to you now, they are standing by your side. Just because you cannot feel them or you cannot see them does not mean they do not exist. They exist. You must only open your heart, close your eyes now, and listen to their whispers. Listen to their light and the heartbeat of their spirit. They are standing by your side now. I can assure you. You must have faith in your heart that all your loved ones are there by your side. You must only call upon them. It is not that they are not there, your loved ones. It's because humanity has stopped listening. And many loved ones and guides and inspirers have taken this opportunity, fellow colleagues, because if we are continuously interfering and stepping too close to humanity, humanity is not going to heal themselves. It is like a healing treatment. Humanity needs to go through this process on their own. But once you have faced it, overcome it, humanity would have lifted, and yet this gives opportunity to lift your vibrations so that you are able to connect with your loved ones and guides and inspirers at an instant. I can assure you, fellow colleagues. So there are many that want to know, and of course we understand, but I say to you, fellow colleagues, there are more important matters at hand, which is your loved ones are saying, are you there? How are you doing over this moment in time? They're asking the same questions about you. So this gives an indication, does it not, fellow colleagues? To look within your heart now, to look within your own spirit and to make amendments to yourself. As many colleagues have stated many times, that the greatest investment is in yourselves. And if you can invest in yourself and work on yourself, this gives opportunity for your vibrations to be lifted so that your loved ones can speak to you as if I am speaking to you now. This is impossibilities. There was a time, as many have now begun to understand during the golden times or the golden eras in the distant past, where you are able to communicate with your ancestors, sitting around a fire in a temple or sanctuary, where you are able in your meditation connect with your loved ones. But we encourage you to connect with your own spirit. The loved ones in the spirit world are there. They are happy. They look down and send light and love to you. And that is where we want you to harness your energies. Discipline yourselves. Send out your love to your own spirit to work on yourself. Have I answered in part this question, colleague Craig?
Yes, thank you, Albert. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate that knowledge. We've got another question, if that's okay. This is from Tom, who you've spoken to at the Purple Mountain many times. And he's asking, do you think this current situation with the virus is helping us get our lives sorted for the future once it's all over?
So get sorted into futures. So there are many dynamic layers to this question. And this will be dependability on humanities. And there are two parts to this question. Because in essence to its futures, you see that many healers, and this has been the many fundamental fractures and problems of humanities, because humanity has been leaning onto material things, money, the monetary system, for example. And many colleagues would say buying a house, buying a car, paying for a very expensive meal and wearing jewelry and gold and expensive clothes and watches and earrings and flying on aeroplanes that cost thousands of dollars and pounds makes them happy. But that is only an artificial illusion to humanity. And that is only going to serve humanity for only so long, because it does not feed the light, it does not feed truth, it only distorts humanity's progress. So in essence, humanity wants to find a partner and say, I want a husband and wife because it's going to make me happy. It is going to make me happy if I'm going to have 5 children. It is going to make me happy if I have many chocolate or eat too many sweet things. Well, these are only artificial. These things does not feed the spirit. And that has been the corruption of the human mind, the artificial happiness, which has become like a drug in essence, a drug that you have been injecting yourself and been feeding this energy of humanity. But that has only brought darkness, and it has only fractured humanity's heart and spirit, and that has clouded humanity's light. And we say to yourselves, we call this humanity. Races, there is only one race, and that is the human race. There is only one country, and that is the earth. And this is what we would like to see in the near distant future. That the greatest investment is in yourself, meditation, and many healing practices, fulfilling your life's purpose. This is where we want humanity to look within themselves, to look within that mirror and to make amendments. Because in essence it is easy to say you can blame your leaders and politicians for the mistakes of policies created by your governments. But in essence it is not up to the government to make amendments of your way. They are only caretakers of your country, of your world. The true power you have is in yourself, and that is free will and choice. And that is where we want to instill in humanity to take responsibility. And by taking self-responsibility, by working on yourself, you will then begin shedding those old ways, not relying on artificial systems that is there to shackle your spirit. And you begin spreading your wings and flying. And as I have stated, lead by example, work on yourself. And by working on yourself gives you possibilities that your light will then spread to many others in your house, to your family, your friends, and therefore will spread across the world and begin the great awakening of humanity. And that is what we would like to see. That has been the core fractures and problems of humanity, in the reliance of giving yourself, give yourself power up, give your free will up, and to allow the artificial system. And you are now going to break free from this and take responsibility for your own existence, to center yourself, to know your own power. And you are a creator. You are a creator of light and great possibilities. So I say to you now, fellow colleague Tom, do not wait for the leaders to make changes for you. Do not wait for your mother or father to make changes. To your sister, to your brothers and sisters, change now, spread your wings and fly. Have I answered this question?
Yes, I'm sure he's sending his thanks. He's very happy at that, Albert, and many other people are as well. The next question is from a friend of the Purple Mountains, Gordon Walsh, who's worked here many times. He had one question, which is, what are your views on the situation of the Earth, which you've spoken about already, and he's added another question, if that's okay, which is, he's wondering if his niece's wedding will be able to go ahead in September, as she's a little bit concerned.
The wedding in just a minor great the problem that arises, but because if it is important to your session, I will answer it. Absolutely. But as I have stated, be prepared for the answers. I say to yourselves that in your heart, fellow colleagues, we understand marriage is in essence in the physicalities, in essence a piece of paper that creates a bond between two individuals. That is something that has been created physically and materialistically through the constraints of religion. If there is true love between two individuals, it does not matter if they are married or not. The greatest pieces of paper you have is your promise that you have together, which is unconditional love. And if you are soul partners or life partners, it does not matter if you have a ring on your finger or 20 rings on your finger, it does not matter. The union between two people. But we understand that individuals will be fearful and are worried upon the investment physically and materialistically. But the way we perceive this in the spirit world, it does not matter. If colleague, the niece of colleague Gordon wants to get married in 6 months or in 6 years, it does not matter. What matters is the bond, the love and the union between these two individuals will keep them strong. And if the love is between them, another 6 months, with nothing to be worried about. I say this, yes, am I. I hope that I have answered this colleague's question.
Yes, thank you for that. Are we okay to continue?
Yes.
We have a different question here, this time from Bev Piri, I think it is.
Yes.
Excuse me if I've not got your second name right.
Yes.
The question is, will my trance mediumship continue? So that's from Bev.
Yes, we are aware of this individual. She has come to the Purple Mountain before with her energy. That is correct. Because you asked me this question, colleague Beverly, and I will answer this in honesty. First is, you must dedicate yourself and discipline yourself, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. You must learn to sit in the energies, and it may further in development in the next 20 to 30 years, because there is no time in one's development. Individuals want to develop very quickly, but you must have your heart open, work on yourself, as I have stated, invest in yourself, work shedding the things that no longer serve you, create a positive energy around you. This enables to lift your vibrations, so that other teachers, workers and helpers will begin working with you. There's an individual called White Owl that wants to work with you a little deeper in bringing forth the knowledge and the wisdom, but you must decide, because there's a little conflict upon your spiritual work, because your enjoyment in your physical mediumship as well as your trance, which is 2 different forms of energies. But my advisement to yourself is to focus upon some healing energies within your heart and your spirit. And that will help shed those things that no longer serve you, lift your vibrations, and your trance will increase. And that these dynamics of the mechanics of trance mediumship is that we choose the individuals we're going to be working with you. We see the possibilities in you. No matter what you want, you do not always get what you want, I say, vicious and Myers. You must be humble, you must be patient, you must be respectful, which we know resides in your heart. Do you understand this, colleague Beverly, over this moment in time? I hope that I've answered your question.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be very happy with that.
Yes.
Okay, so we're okay to continue on.
Yes.
Thank you very much. The next question is from another friend of ours, Nicole.
Yes.
She's a friend of the Purple Mountain.
Yes.
And she's asking, she has a question about the law of attraction. And she's asking, how much control do we have over manifesting our destinies?
I thought how much control, man of greatest. Humanity always wants to have control. Personally, you have no control over what is meant to be. You are part of the great circle of progression in life. Man of greatest, this is going to take me 32 hours to explain the dynamics of law of attraction. I hope that colleague Stephen's physical body is going to sustain this lunch of energy. So I will do my best in very few words. Firstly, there are 3 parts to colleague Nicole's question, and I will answer them in different. Destiny is not related to the law of attraction. Your destiny is your life's purpose, and this is why it is fundamentally important before any individual begins working with spiritual energy. You must ask yourself 3 questions. Do I know who I am? What is my life's purpose? And why have I reincarnated upon the earth? They are the 3 questions. Can you answer those questions? All brothers and sisters that are listening to my words now, can you all answer those questions? Most likely you cannot. That if you do not know what your destiny is, do you expect the spirit world to know what they are? It does not matter if you are consciously aware of them or not, because it is within your spirit. Before your reincarnation, you would have made many choices and decisions, but once you return to the earth planes, what occurs, fellow colleagues, is cause and effect. Things can change. So whatever your destiny is your choices and your decisions, your plans that you intended to fulfill. You may have a list, you may have a diary. This is the people I want to meet. This is what I want to accomplish. But out of those things, upon your next reincarnation, you would have only fulfilled half of those things. And this is where you must be patient. It does not matter. Progression is not a race. You must be patient with yourself. You must go with the flow of the rivers. This is where you want to remember. It does not matter if you remember or does not remember. The spirit will remember when it needs to remember. The ego will step forth and want to dictate all the time. So we say to you, well, what is destiny? Well, destiny is your intuition. Let it guide you. Your compass will guide you where you need to be. Trust in your power. Trust in your knowing, and it will guide you. Second part to your question, Nicole, the law of attraction. Well, there are many dynamics to this question. Light attracts light. Truth attracts truth. Hate attracts hate. Darkness attracts darkness. That is the cycle law of attraction. This law of attraction of karma. That if you are out of balance and that you are a negative, impulsive individual, and of course we're not dictating this in judgment, but in self-reflection, are you going to attract good things? You are not. So when you say, this is happening, bad happening to me all the time, well, you need to look upon that mirror and say, why is this happening to myself? Instead of blaming, look within your spirit. Why is this happening to me all the time? It could be law of attraction because you are not giving the right positive energy to the universe. Of course, the universe is not a force that is going to punish you. No, we do not punish no individual. You do a very good job yourself already, I say with a smile. Many individuals will return to the spirit world and say, I expect God or Jesus or Muhammad or Buddha to stand at the gates of heaven and dictate what you have and have not do. You're going to go there, you're going to go to heaven. It does not work. It would be easier, would it not, Carly Chris, for someone to say, I'm going to judge you. The hardest is to judge yourself. And that is the law of attraction. You're only going to get what you receive. And often you may say, but I have much bad luck. Many things happen, but this could have been in your past life. And we often say, do not see this as bad things. See this as an opportunity. So when something goes wrong, thank the universe, thank you, universe, for this opportunity. Because if everything was going right for you, Nicole, you are only going to return back to the next life and say, I'm going to try harder, because you have chosen this life to test your spirit. You can only learn if you are tested. You can only learn if you learn those lessons. If problems and trials and tribulations come your way. And the universe will know this. The cosmic energy will know this. Your spirit will know this. Your spirit is in the right place at the right time. Do not fight it. Embrace it. Go with the flow of the rivers. There's also law of attraction related to partners, soul partners, individuals. Very simply, light attracts light. If you have awoken, you are going to be attracted to individuals that have awoken as well. Sometimes you may, when you are a child, colleague Nicole, you have stated this many times, it was not easy within your school. Many individuals was very unkind to you. That is because you were a very bright spirit. You were a awoken spirit. They were uncomfortable and they want to attack you. Many individuals that suffer within school. And many enlightened spirits are bullied by other children because they see a difference. And it is not only because later on in their lives they begin to understand who they are and begin attracting the right individuals in their life. And this is why you cannot be friends with everyone, because you are friends for friends, family for family. That is, light attracts like-minded individuals. Have I answered colleague Nicole's question, colleague Craig?
Yes, thank you very much. And it was, I think the rest of us will find it very interesting.
That's a bit.
Am I okay to continue?
Yes, Red Dragon is watching intently, I say with a smile. Yes, Dankeschön. Yes, I understand. I must keep my answer shorter. I may need to speak to colleague Red Dragon upon this, I say with a smile.
It can be difficult, can't it, with the questions?
Yes, because I want to ensure that individuals understand that I want to inspire individuals and help individuals.
Yes, that's excellent. I'm sure it's much appreciated. Our next question is from Margaret Marion from Preston, who runs a spiritual sanctuary.
We are aware of this individual, that is correct.
Under normal circumstances, a friend of myself and Stephen. And she's asking about a spiritual work at the minute, and will she be able to work again?
Yes, very good. Yes, we are aware of this, and because she has asked myself the questions, I'll answer it honestly. A spiritual worker, a very worker that works with the spirit world, you are a spirit in a physical body, which means that there needs to be balance. Many years ago, many healers, many mediums, trance mediums and physical mediums have returned back to the spirit world before their time. So their knowledge, their physical knowledge is now taught the spirit world, that the physical body cannot be ignored. Too many individuals have their work stopped because if the physical body is kaput, because the physical body is broken. And this is in great sadness and dismay to the spirit itself because of what you have come to do. You have come to inspire the world, you have come to awaken individuals, colleague Margaret. You have come to do your spiritual work, home circles, mediumship, classes and workshops. That was your destiny. But too many individuals have neglected their health and well-being. And this is where the change of vibrations for the spiritual movement is beginning to shift, because the first part of a medium's journey should be in healing yourself. And because, colleague Margaret, you have suffered greatly emotionally in relationships in your past, which you still reside in your heart and your spirit, which has manifested in physical illnesses. And this may be difficult to accept, colleague Margaret, that we do not pity, but we sympathize, because we understand your hardship, your suffering of what you have gone through physically and spiritually. We want you to continue with your spiritual work. It is not too late, but you must make hard decisions to your health and well-being, and we understand it is not easy. But we, the healers and teachers and inspirers, we can assist you. We can help you. But you must let go. Open your heart. And you must look after your physical for better than you have done in the distant past. We are not dictating in judgment, but in observation of great importance, that we want to help you. We want to guide you. And this is where, in your mistakes, as the ancestors, as colleague Little Raven has stated many times, that you must succeed where we failed. And this is where in your failures become successions to the future generations of spiritual workers, where the balance between mind, body and spirit must be in complete harmony, so that a medium does not need to suffer in the ways that you have suffered. So they see this as lessons, as opportunities to change. And the healers are standing now by your side to administer the healing, because you have shed many tears. You have suffered for far too long, colleague Margaret. But you must look within your heart and your spirit and make those changes and bring safe healing energies to yourself, because you still have work to do. Have I answered colleague Margaret's question?
Yes, I'm sure she'd find that very interesting. That
I shall be
sure it's much appreciated.
Yes.
Albert. Are we okay to continue?
Yes, I'm able to answer some more questions at this time. That is correct.
Thank you. It's a question from Andrew Martin.
Yes.
And he says, "Good evening, Albert."
Of course, I happen.
And he says, "Do extraterrestrials walk amongst us?"
Extraterrestrials. Firstly, I wish to say interest extraterrestrials. Astro, that is what you mean. Astro, you are meaning friends from other worlds. Are you speaking physically or spiritually? Man, you're good to intuition. Am I able to answer that question? I need to ask permission upon this. I minute a bit. I thought what I'm able to answer, man, is this reminds me of a time when a journalist once asked me a difficult question, and I want to hide to the black hole as the best of times. So to your question, colleague Andrew, do friends from other worlds reside in the physical upon the world? What I can say to you is there have been some influences upon the Earth plane. It is all that I'm able to answer upon this question. That I'm hoping that I am able to answer in part to this question. Very difficult, is it not, colleague Craig?
Yes, I'm sure that sparked many other questions for him now as well.
Yes, you can ask as many questions as you would like, but there have been influences, and what I can say, friends from other worlds are looking down on the earth at this moment in time and very intrigued what is happening, and also have been part of the lifting of the vibration of the earth. That is, I'm able to answer that. What is the next question?
Thank you for that,
A
Albert.
bit.
Our next question comes from Lorraine Gilbert.
Yeah.
And she's asking, am I progressing well with my meditation at the moment?
Progressing. Now, Manigudi, you can always do better, I say, Mrs. Amaya. Because you asked me this question, you expect to meditate for a certain time, but you must be patient. But you have taken your first step. As I have stated, colleague Lorraine, many times, it's the greatest investment in yourself. Meditation is a tool that a medium, a healer, a spirit worker should and would always use to help self-heal yourself. So there are still energies that reside in your heart and your spirit that need shedding first, so that we can clear out the distortions and the fears and the blockages of your spirit, so that you can truly fulfill your destiny without confusion. And meditation is quintessentially important, but we want you to go deeper in your meditation, in nature in particular. We want you to connect with your root chakra and connecting to grounding energy, connecting to the earth energies, because your mind often wanders to the stars and so forth, a very inquisitive spirit. So you must learn to be patient. So that will come in time, but be gentle with yourself. Always more work to do. Always try harder, but do your very best, because we see something in you, colleague Lorraine, that you do not see in yourself. But I say this with a smile. Have I answered this question, colleague Craig?
Yes, thank you very much for that, Albert, on her behalf. Our next question comes from Gemma Dawn Wiseman.
Yeah.
And she's asking, she has an uncle who's passed.
Yeah.
I hope I'm getting this question right. Who she used to connect with him a lot.
Yeah.
But she says he stopped visiting and she'd love for him to come back.
Meine Güte, I answer this. I must ask upon this question eine Minute, bitte. So, yes, that is interesting. Yes, good. So, firstly, I wish to state with you that sometimes individuals will hear from their loved ones more than others, because it was part of their karma. It is part of their spiritual work to assist those in the physical. What this individual, the uncle in which you are speaking upon, have now walked and stepped away from the earth plane because he had his own spiritual work to do. But she has been visiting each other upon the astral plane, so she must continue meditating, and that she is able to remember this from her uncle when she wakes from her sleep, because but it is within her spirit. You understand this, colleague Craig?
Yes, I understand.
So this is very important to remember, that loved ones are not always hindered by your side. And you may say, but I want my mother to say, well, you do not always get what you get, I say with her Myers. So you must be patient, because if family want everything from you, are you going to give your family everything? You are not. You have to have boundaries. And you see that your family cannot always interfere. Sometimes it can be too hard for them to look on what is happening upon the earth plane. Sometimes loved ones will need to go much deeper, much further away in the spirit world or the astral plane. It's part of their healing work. And that they will then draw back to the physical when the time is right. So be patient. If you want to connect with your uncle, then meditate. It's not in your imagination. And secondly, try to remember your connection on the astral plane when you are sleeping. And that is where you will meet your loved ones. Great disappointment sometimes, of course, when the mind does not allow it to remember those memories. But if you train yourself, you are able to remember it. You all understand that?
Yes, thank you. It's
Yes.
very good information there, Albert. Thank you very
That's
much.
a bit. I'm able to answer 2 more questions, bit.
Oh, right. Well, I'll ask this one.
Yeah.
Linda Swindale Wright.
Yeah.
And she's asking something on a similar note, really. It's how can I lift my vibrations high enough to contact the spirit world? And she puts meditation ?
So it's Managritis. Meditation, Managritis. Yes, meditation is very important for humanity now because of the many, because of the existence, the lives in which humanity is living now. Lives many hundreds of years ago in the physical was very different, still an opportunity. This is why many individuals, loved ones, reconnect to you, often in the evening, because it's an opportunity when your mind is still. During the day, if you are so busy with family and friends, we cannot draw close to you because your vibrations are often distorted. And this is why maybe hundreds of years ago individuals did not need to meditate, because this is why many Aboriginal, many Peruvian and Amazonian peoples, now tribal people in Africa, do not need to meditate because they're already connected to that energy. But with many cultures now in the physical, they need to meditate. Meditation is important. And if meditation can get rid of these distortions in hundreds of years in the future, meditation may not be necessary, but is necessary now because it enables your mind to be still. That is all that meditation is about. It is about stilling the mind, lifting the mind from the clutter, distortions and fears. An opportunity for you, firstly, colleague Linda, to connect within your own spirit. Do you know who you are? Do you know what your purpose is? What makes you happy? Do you know who Linda is? And if you are able to answer those questions, then you will then lift your vibrations further. Be patient. Meditation is only part of this. Part of this is working on yourself. Know who you are, what you are about, what makes you happy, what is your purpose, why are you here on the earth? Very simple. They are the questions that you should be answering yourself. Hope that I'm able to answer with this question, colleague.
Yes, thank you very much for that. I'm sure many people will get a lot out of that knowledge,
That's
helping them
good.
on the pathway.
That's a bit.
We've got another question here from another friend of the Purple Mountain,
Yeah.
Kenny Walker.
Yeah.
He's asking, may I ask
Yeah.
why? May he ask why a Chinese spirit, I believe, called Dr. Brian, has chosen to help him spiritually?
That's right. Man, why are you wanting to question this? Just know that they are there. His name is not Dr. Brian. He perceives this so that you may understand his name. His true spiritual name is too difficult for you to understand. And we do not speak these in judgment, but because his name that he was most happiest, and he's perceived as a Chinese spirit, because that is when he was most happiest. Ken is going to perceive himself when he was most happiest of all his reincarnations. So in essence to your question, the reason why this individual is working with you is within your healing work. That is where he's trying to encourage you with herbal medicine and physical healing. That is where great knowledge resides in your spirit. Because in many past lives, that are what I am permitted to say to yourself, with your spirit inspired, the healer, Dr. Brian, you wish to call himself, is that you were friends many thousands of years ago, and that you were what you were called doctors or medicine individuals in a very many distant past, and that was what part of your spiritual work. And you are trying to bring forward, and because of your spiritual knowledge is greatly needed now, and this is why you have had many stumbles within your physical body, because the body is trying to teach you, to remind your spirit, to remind your physical of your healing work. Yes, We already know that you can connect with the spirit world, but that is not your destiny, that is not your future. Your future is in your healing work. And when we're speaking about healing work encompasses 10,000 different areas. Acupuncture, massage, and ear massage, and herbal medicine, herbal teas. It encompasses 1,000 different areas. So keep your mind open. The spirit signs are around you. Just opportunities got to be brought. So just be patient. Have I answered this question?
Yes, thank you, Albert. I'm sure
You'll
be the most happy with that answer.
As I'm able to answer one more question, and then I must depart this physical body.
Okay, thank you very much. Our next question. Okay. Yeah, okay. So our next question comes from Lindsay Richards. And she asks, will 5G technology be made safe for humankind? And can we change the frequencies through meditation and intention?
Yes, man, there are 3 parts to this question. Firstly, your greatest protection is in your own spiritual life, being positive, being optimistic, send your light out. That is your first line of defense, of course. But the spiritual energies of this moment in time as an individual cannot deflect some of the newer technology. That I must be very careful I answer this question. The 5G technology, yes, it has been quite infamous in humanities. And you see, you must question yourself. I'm not able to answer it if it is safe or it is not safe, because I must abide by universal law. But what I can say in observation, why are so many individuals questioning this technology? Why are so many individuals are against this technology? That is what you must ask. Because if something is not right, you will feel that it is not right. If you feel something is right, is good, you will feel it is good. You know when you eat something incorrectly, it will give you an upset stomach. If you eat something healthy, you will feel healthy. When you've had healing, colleague Chris, you feel good, do you not?
Yes.
So therefore you must question, why are tens of thousands, now even millions of individuals think the 5G is not safe? Is it because it's not safe? That is what we want you to question. Because there is truth in everything that you see in fear. Do you all understand? So I am not stating it is safe or unsafe, but must question. Why are so many individuals feel it is not safe? That is what you must question. Is there truth in this or is it not? Is what you must question. So the greatest protection is in yourself. And I have stated many times, you have the powers. And if not individuals see it, what the government and leaders must understand, accept, that if something is not right or is right, humanity democratically has a spiritually and physically a right to say no to technology. That is dictatorship when the government does not listen. Do you understand this, colleague Chris? So even if the 5G is safe and individuals don't want it, the government should listen and tear the towers down. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Even if it is unsafe and your colleagues are not aware of this, the towers will remain open because humanity is not learning. But now that humanity is awakening, humanity is questioning all these technologies that have now caused or have not caused, I must be very careful upon this, I say with a smile, physical anomalies and physical problems in conditions. So question what you sense, question what you experience, and trust in your inner compass. It will always guide you. So this has given me opportunity now, I say, fellow colleagues, to say goodbye to yourself and to colleague Chris and to the many others that have sent much love and light to the earth itself. As I'm beginning to lose my concentration, on behalf of Asia, Malika and the many others, auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you, Albert. Go with our love and blessing. Thank you.
White Eagle blesses you, my son Craig.
Blessings, White Eagle. Welcome.
I give you my love and my strength of the great white light that resides within all our spirits, Brother Craig.
Thank you.
I give you my love and my strength of the great Almighty Spirit. I bless all mankind through its progress, through its healing, my son Craig.
Thank you.
I will not use too much of our brother Stephen's energy. And we, the spirit world, have been listening to the thoughts of humanity, Brother Craig. And we, the spirit world, send many blessings and prayers to you all through this great awakening and transition of change. And we are proud of you all, sisters and brothers. Keep your light bright, sisters and brothers. Keep the flame within your hearts burning. I give you my blessings of the great Almighty Spirit. Walk in peace.
Walk in peace, friend. Go with our love. Okay, friends, just as we sort of welcome back Stephen, we ask for you to send your love and strength out. We thank you for all joining us this evening, for being able to connect together. I hope those who have received philosophies and answers that has helped you, or this trance demonstration this evening. We send many blessings to all the spirit world that have come through and spoken, and many love and blessings to all our friends, each and every person who's watching out there. Okay, and we'd just like to mention we'll be doing more videos throughout the week, and we just send you lots of love from everybody at the Purple Mountain, and stay safe everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.